Assalamu alaikum students, hope you all are fine. So today we are going to take class on changing sentences. Okay, in changing sentences, there are different types of topics. Suppose voice change, narration, simple, complex, compound, affirmative, imperative, exclamatory, and other things. So I have given 10 questions here. Look at the first one, all of you. First one I have written, Mr. Rohim, one of my cousins, is a good teacher. Simple sentence, we need to turn it into complex sentence. Mr. Rohim, one of my cousins, is a good teacher. So how to make it complex?
I can.
Say.
Borno.
Borno say.
Mr. Rohim is one of my cousins and he is a good teacher.
If you use and, it will be compound sentence. We know that in compound sentence we join the conjunctions and we make two different clauses. But in complex sentence we cannot make two different clauses. So any other can say.
Miss me.
Say.
Mr. Rahim, who is one of my cousins, is a good teacher.
Very good. So we can write the answer in two ways. So Mr. Rohim, who is a good teacher, is one of my cousins. Or you can write Mr. Rohim, who is one of my cousins, is a good teacher. So write anything, we need to write, we need to join the clauses with who. Mr. Rohim, who is a teacher, is
one of my
one of my cousins. Okay, very good. Now we'll go for question number 2. We have to change.
Miss, can I?
Yeah, but this one, see all of you, he is older than I. It is actually in comparative degree. We need to make it positive. Okay, Ranisa, say the answer, the positive degree.
I'm not as old as him.
Very good answer. So he is older than I. There are two persons compare. So we can write, I am not as old as he. Okay. Now we'll go for the next one. We need to turn it into the complex sentence. So he wants his students to be good citizens. Simple sentence, we need to turn it into complex. He wants his students to be good citizens. Who can say?
Miss, can I try?
Yes, try.
He wants his students so that they can be good citizens.
He wants, there is not any reason. When there is any reason, we can use so that. He wants, what he wants, his students to be good citizens. So he wants, separate it. Anybody can say? He wants, what he wants that. Okay, he wants that, not so that. He wants that his citizen, tell me.
Students becomes good citizen.
He wants that his students
Becomes good citizen.
yes. So he wants that his citizens becomes good citizen, or you can write his students will be. You can write will be or shall be also. He wants that his students will be good citizens, or he wants that his students becomes good citizens. Now we'll go to the next one. Look at this next one. We need to make it affirmative. This is negative form is written here. He leaves no stones unturned to teach them morality. To teach them what? To teach them morality. So anyone can try. He leaves no
Miss
stones.
me.
Yes, say.
He tries all his attempts to teach them morality.
He leaves no stones. That means he tried hard and soul.
He tries all his attempts.
He tries his best, or he tries
all his attempts.
Okay. So right. He tries his best. We can write. Or whatever Afia said, he tries
all his attempts
all
his attempts to teach
no,
them
we cannot
morality.
write here actually all his attempts. He tries his best. He leaves no stone. He tries his best. He tries his best for what? He tries his best to,
Teach them morality.
yes, to teach them morality. Leaves no stones. That means he tries his best to teach them morality. Okay. Next one, see all of you. We need to change it into exclamatory sentence. I think you all of you can give the answer. That he
Yes.
becomes very
How
happy.
happy.
He becomes very happy when the students achieve good result in public examination. So who is trying? Ahnaf. Maybe Ahnaf can try. Say please. He becomes very happy. So how can we start? How
happy he becomes.
happy he becomes. Okay. He becomes
When the students achieve good result in public exam.
when the when the students achieve good results in the public examination. So is here Arup? Arup, can you say is the answer okay? Arup,
Yes, miss.
is the answer okay?
Miss, I couldn't hear you. My audio system was
Okay,
fluctuating.
students, see here. That is, he becomes very happy. So only these things we need to change. I'm putting bracket here. He becomes very happy. Others say here, when the students achieve good, this is the extension of the sentence. I think you can see here. So he becomes very happy. This thing we need to change, turn into exclamatory. So how happy he becomes.
How happy he becomes
He
when the
becomes.
students
So
achieve
this is
good results
exactly
in public
the right
examination.
answer. Okay, this is exactly the right answer. Now we are going to write the next one, that is Mr. Rohim, not only
Miss,
punctual but
can you
also
please,
sincere.
Miss,
Say,
can you
say,
please
say the
mute
answer.
every participants?
Say, Mr. Rohim.
Mr.
Mr.
Rohim is
Rohit
both
is
sincere and punctual and sincere.
Okay, Mr. Rohim.
Is both
Mr. Rohim is. You can write both. You cannot write both. No problem. Is both
punctual and sincere.
punctual and sincere. Okay. So next one. Look at the next one. That is, he is the best teacher in our area. Negative. This is superlative degree. How can we make it negative?
He is not the worst teacher in our area.
No, no, no. When the positive sentence, affirmative sentence is in a superlative form, this is the form. We need to make it positive, then it will be automatically what? Negative. He is the best teacher. So how can we
There
start?
is no
No other
other
teacher
is
in
no
our area is as good as he.
Good. No other teacher.
Teacher in our area.
I see. Okay. Now we'll go for the next one. Okay, we need to make it affirmative. Okay, so number 8, see all of you. In number 8, he cannot remain sitting idle. Remain sitting idle. This is the affirmative affirmative form, we need to turn it, cannot remain. This is the negative, we need to turn it into what? Affirmative. He cannot remain sitting idle in the class. Make it affirmative. Who can say? So what can be the opposite of idle?
Active.
Active or busy?
Active.
Active or busy? Anything
Must be
you can
active
use.
in the class.
So cannot remain sitting idle. Make it affirmative. He,
He must remain active in class.
why we can write must? Can use he remains.
He remains active.
He remains
in the
what?
class. Active in the class.
Active, or we can write here busy in the class. Okay, see here. So cannot, I am that highlighting it. So cannot remain sitting idle. So this thing we need to write. For this we need to use a simple affirmative word. So he in the class, what do we have to do? Cannot remain sitting idle. This thing, for this thing we need to use a affirmative word. That means what? He's very much active. He's very much busy. He keeps engaged himself, busy in the class. So we can write that he remains active or busy in the class. Okay, next one. Number 9. Look at number 9. He goes to class after taking preparation. Compound sentence, we need to use what? Conjunctions. So how can we write? He goes to class. When he goes to class? After taking preparation. So what
He
does he
takes
do
preparation
first?
and goes to class.
He takes preparation and then after taking seat,
Goes to
and
class.
then he goes to class. Okay, so he goes to class after taking. So for that reason we used what? Then. If you write he goes to class taking preparation, he takes preparation and he goes to class. So what we have to do for after taking, we have to use here then. He takes preparation and then he goes to class. And the last one, have I written number 10? No? Oh, number 10 is here. All the students respect him very much. Very easy. We need to turn it into what? Passive form.
He is
very
respected by
much.
all the students very much.
Very much. Okay, very good. He is respected. By whom? By all the students. You know that for turning the voice from active to passive, we need to find out the object. So we have to ask the question to the verb. He is respected. Respected is the verb. Respected to whom? Respected by the students. He is respected by the students. How? Very much. So that is our class that we have learned a bit that how to change the sentences. Okay, so let's revise again. Mr. Rohim is one of my cousin. He's a good teacher. So he is one of my cousins. So how to make it complex? So Mr. Rohim, who is a good teacher, is one of my cousins. Next one, number 2, he is older than I. This thing we need to make it positive. Okay, it's comparative degree. So I am not as old as he. Number 3, he wants his students to be good citizens. What does he want? He wants that his students will be or becomes good citizens. Next one, he leaves no stones unturned to teach them morality. Affirmative. Affirmative. So he tries his best. He tries his best to teach them morality. Now, number 5, all of you see, he becomes very happy when the students achieve good result in the examination. So this, as I said before, this is the extension of the sentence. So we can write that how happy he becomes. Then write the extension of the sentence when the students achieve a very good result. Now look at the next one, number 6. Mr. Rahim is not only punctual but also sincere. Make it simple. So Mr. Rahim is both what? Punctual and sincere. So this is how actually students you have to change the sentences according to the directions. I think you understood the class. So if you don't understand, you go and visit the class in my YouTube channel. Thank you, students.